Hello and a very warm welcome. Singapore driver ratings, every 20 driver covered. 0 being awful, 10 being phenomenal. Let's get into it. Every driver covered, let's go. We start with a wonder kid, the Ferrari bound Charles Leclerc. 8 out of 10. More points, what a talent. Can't wait to see him in the Ferrari. Marcus Ericsson, 6 out of 10. Decent race. Big long stint on the ultra softs, went really long, was fast at the end. Just missed out on the points, P11. He's much improved this season, Marcus Ericsson. Romain Grosjean, 5 out of 10. Amazing qualifying, on for points, gets a penalty for ignoring blue flags. Hamilton's behind, he's having a massive battle with Sirotkin, probably didn't even know Hamilton was behind, and gets a penalty. Kevin Magnussen, 1 out of 10. Shocking weekend all round. The only consolation is he got fastest lap in the race. Awful qualifying, awful race. Carlos Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg will do together, 7 out of 10. Both solid as usual, no mistakes, good points for Renault in the battle with Haas in the Constructors. Again, Gasly and Hartley will do together, 1 out of 10. Really poor pace by Toro Rosso all round, and they just had no pace all weekend. Terrible by Toro Rosso. Lance Stroll, 3 out of 10. Last in qualifying, but a much better race by Strolly. Not bad. I think he got 14th in the end. Sergei Sirotkin, now I've got 2 written down. I'm going to give it 3 actually. I'll give Sirotkin 3. And now I am one of his biggest critics, but I liked yesterday. He fought like his life depended on it. He fought like he was battling for a world championship. The aggression he showed was phenomenal to see. He knows, and he's coming across as a really good guy in his interviews. He's always positive. We know the car's shit, but he's always got something positive to say. And yesterday he fought absolutely. I mean, what was it for? 16th place. And he fought for it like it was a win. He battles with Grosjean, battles with Brendan Hartley, battles with Perez. So, yeah, I'll give Sirotkin a 3. Lewis Hamilton, 10 out of 10. He won in Monza's backyard. He wins in Vettel's backyard. Best pole lap of his career. Dominated the race. Extends the title lead. Bottas, average weekend. Bottas, 6 out of 10. Average weekend, P4. That's it. Qualified 4th, finished 4th. Kimi Räikkönen. No, we've jumped the gun. Max next. 10 out of 10. Power issues all weekend. Did a phenomenal lap to get P2. No mistakes by the Dutchman. P2 quali, P2 the race. Phenomenal. And to say he had power issues, it's a world-class performance by the Dutchman. One driver of the day officially. Ricciardo, exactly like Bottas. 6 out of 10, average performance, qualified 6th, finished 6th. Ever since he announced that he was going to Renault next season, Ricciardo's been shocking. Absolutely humiliated by Max recently. And Max has destroyed him in qualifying too. Sebastian Vettel, 7 out of 10. Coming into the weekend, he's expected to win and it was a disaster. P3 in qualifying, P3 in a race. It's not what Ferrari wanted. 40 points behind Lewis Hamilton in the title race. A horrible weekend for the German. Räikkönen, exactly like Bottas and Ricciardo, 6 out of 10. Average, P5 quali, P5 the race. Esteban Ocon, the standard 5 out of 10. Taken out by Sergio Perez. How Sergio Perez never got a penalty, I will never know. He put him in the wall. It's a penalty every day of the week. Sergio Perez, we get onto him next, but P9 in qualifying for Esteban Ocon. He was looking like points for Force India, and he's out the race in one corner because his teammate puts him in the wall. So 5 out of 10 Ocon. Sergio Perez, if I could give minuses, I would. He gets a 0. Simple as that. And don't get me wrong, he was best of the rest in qualifying, which was superb. P7 in qualifying, amazing. But in the race, it was Maldonado-esque. He drove like an amateur. This is a guy who's been on the podium 7 times in average cars. This is a guy who's underrated in my opinion, but yesterday he drove like a schoolboy. Maldonado stuff. Maldonado swiped him once at Monaco. He did the same thing to Sirotkin yesterday. It was a disgraceful performance by the Mexican. Lap 1, he clearly didn't see Ocon, but still, he should have had a penalty. He puts his teammate in the wall. I guarantee if that is a Haas, a Renault, a McLaren, he gets a penalty. Just because it's his teammate, he should have got a penalty. And then, stuck behind Sirotkin, moaning on the radio to Charlie, "Oh, Sirotkin's been dirty, Sirotkin's been dirty." And then he finally gets past him and he swipes. I would go as far to say he should have had a black flag for that, because doing that in a race is disgraceful. So yeah, Perez gets 0. Swiping another car in a race, inexcusable. I mean, we've seen it in MotoGP the other week, Fanati grabbing the brake pedal. Swiping a car in F1 is just as bad, is it not? Putting Sirotkin in danger, putting the fans and marshals in danger in case debris comes flying off. Inexcusable. Fernando Alonso, 10 out of 10. Amazing race by the Spaniard. P11 in qualifying. Best of the rest. His best race in ages. Finally reliability holds up, and Alonso was sensational. He gets a 10. Stoffel Van Dorn, 4 out of 10. A much better race, but poor qualifying. He's lost his seat, so can he find a new seat? There we have it, all 20 drivers covered for the Singapore Grand Prix. The title race is hotting up. On to Sochi, Russia we go. Who scored highly? Alonso, Hamilton. And who scored low? Sergio Perez. Amateur stuff by the Mexican. So, thanks for watching. That's qualifying done. That's race reaction done. That's driver ratings done. We go on to Russia, and the title showdown will continue in Sochi in 2 weeks' time. So there we go. Driver railings done. I'll see you next time. Adios!